My introduction into YouTube was a very strange one. I actually was making these kind of weird dare videos where I was eating bizarre things. We put these videos online and some of them started getting traction, like views. Some of them eventually went viral, and then I was kind of thrown into the whole world of YouTube without knowing people. And then I decided, I think someone said, oh, is this your legacy? Do you want to be remembered for like eating weird things online? And I was like, no, not really. So then someone else said, well, why don't you try some other content? I already did quite a bit of travel, and then it's just kind of escalated from there. So I started Fun for Louis. The original channel was Food for Louis. Then I started Fun for Louis, and then it kind of all took off from there. In about 2 weeks, I'm flying out to Sierra Leone in West Africa. And that's where the Ebola outbreak started. We're actually going with World Vision, which is a charity, and we're going in on a UN plane, and we're going to, I want to interview people in the hospitals there about their like recovery and experience and stuff. So it's going to be quite emotional, but quite an impacting trip for me, I think. I think the best advice for someone who hasn't traveled before would be find some friends to travel with. I would say road tripping is really, really fun. I actually, with some friends, we got a small, when I was younger, we got a small like minivan and ended up driving all around Europe, because it's like pretty small to drive around Europe, but it's super cheap as well because you can split fuel costs. A lot of people ask, I haven't got much money and I want to travel, so I always like, oh, that's how I started, just road tripping. Realising that's something I love doing anyway, which is traveling, and I've always loved filming and sharing things. To realise that could then then support me financially, so it gives me the full it can free all my time to do it. I think that's the biggest change it's had on my life, is that it's created absolute freedom for me, and the fact that I can do my job like whilst going anywhere I want and doing anything I want, it's pretty incredible. What I phased out as YouTube became the thing in my life was I've got this double-decker bus, and I run projects with that. I was running projects with that around like bad neighbourhoods in London, working with like gang members, and like we had like a music studio on the bus, and it was like a youth project basically. I'd actually just at the time got a second bus, so I probably would have built that whole project up a bit. Trying to make vlogging more accessible for people, so we've got like an app called Story. It's for filming clips. It's not like Snapchat in the way that it disappears. It's filming in landscape, higher quality, and then creating a story of the day, like a Snapchat story, but one that stays permanently. And it's more like a YouTube vlog, as you'd see, like something that I would create. It's quite exciting for me because it means it just makes it a bit more accessible. A lot of people are inspired to do what I do and want to be able to document their adventures, so for me it's like the perfect platform. I can eat like a whole apple in one bite, or a raw egg in one bite. Well, it depends how big the apple is, but if I can fit it in my mouth, I can eat a whole apple. So my YouTube channel is Fun for Louis, and everything else is Fun for Louis as well, and it's spelt with an S, L-O-U-I-S. A lot of Americans spell it with an E, but that's not correct. So yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everything, Twitter.
An award like an Oscar or a Nobel Peace Prize. Better, probably.